Oh. Nope. L2. Hello, anybody watching? New mic, so let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, too whatever. If there's anything else that it could be. Hey Milan. New wheel, so God knows what's going to happen with the wheel. Hello Nuno. Any of you guys already done this race? Any tactics you can give me? I'll take anything. Hey Ronald. Let me know if you can hear the game sound, by the way, and I'll turn it down a little bit. I say this is a new mic, so I have no idea how it's going to react. It sounds like it's much better quality than it was. Got a new wheel as well, new headset, new everything, new internet setup, so I've improved it a little bit more. Hey Calster. So yeah, I've literally played with this wheel for about an hour now, or 1 hour, I should say. Feels alright. I'm trying to get used to this track because I've never raced this track before. I have in GT6, but only like once ever. And this car's all about stability, which is really annoying. And you've got a brand new wheel. Why aren't you racing, Calster? I'm only racing this, by the way, because Rothel had a good race in his, which means he's jumped me for the top 24 now. And I need about 2.2k points, or 2.3 from this race, and then we're back in the game again. Hey, that was close. This car is really, really annoying. Wait, don't do that. Hey Chris. Jesus, everyone just joined at once. I actually don't want to race this, Matthew. I have to race it because of Ruffle. I wasn't actually going to do Nations today. No, so Ruffle got 2.5. So I need to up my 2k points that I got in one race up to 2.3. Or 2.2 might just cut it. So I'm hoping that we get a nice 2.3k victory lobby and we can try and accelerate. Oh! Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I definitely don't want to race this. The grand scheme of it. Because of this new wheel. TGT is good, I do like it. It feels though, in an interesting way, that it's got something like helping it in the background to control the car a little bit more than the Fanatec. Because I have tried the manufacturers a little bit as well. And the Peugeot felt far more stable with this wheel than it did with the Fanatec. Not that I'm trying to create conspiracy theories or anything, but... Let's see what we can do here. If anyone's written any comments on any videos, by the way, I will answer them. I literally only got my computer back up and running properly today. Same with this rig. This rig only got set up by 7 PM British time, which was an hour and 50 minutes ago. Cheers, Iodonis. That's very kind, Benoit. Sorry I keep pausing it, the chat's behind me, I haven't got the laptop with me at the moment. I say it's still chaos. If I showed you what's over there, it's chaos, it's full of all sorts of rubbish and everything else. Oh, that's too fast. Oh, I thought we clipped the gravel then, so I kept it straight. .4 off rank 1 in the middle sector. Ugh, horrible. I hate this car. Anyone know the pit strategy for the race? Wait, we're going. Oh, kept it. Whew. I have the most British face ever. How is that possible? So we'll do manufacture straight after this as well. I've had a little bit of a practice with that, nothing major. It's to get used to the wheel mainly. I'll say it's a new wheel. got to hope that this lobby at least has 2.2k points on offer for the victory. And that it's a fairly easy lobby. That'd be the biggest bonus. Ah, no! Didn't want to do that. We'll restart that lap. Yay, no hands! Woo! Oh, that was better. Much better. .4 down on rank 1 at this point. Damn it. No! Oh, I turned the ghost off, that's why. Whee! Oh, that was really nice. Stop rotating! Stupid car! Ah. Hey Nick, hey Vinny. Who else is in? Have I missed anything in chat? Have I? Hey SCPH. So I'll try and keep up with chat as I play. Remember, new wheel of course, so I'm not going to go as fast as normal anyway. I've never raced this track, which doesn't actually help in GT Sport ever. This is like my first time. So yeah, we'll see what happens. If anyone's wondering about the internet, the stream is on one internet and the PlayStation's on another now. So there's no way they can affect each other. PlayStation's on the old internet. Oh no, don't do that, don't do that. Let's try and nail this middle, because this is where we're struggling. Ah, you bloody thing! Sorry if I just deafened everyone with that huff. Yeah, let me know if the mic's too loud or not. So, new mic, new wheel. All the other bits for the stream, I haven't had a chance yet. As I say, I've only just finished setting this up again. So, they'll be coming before the next stream on Wednesday. Too much. Let me finish this lap, please. No, that's a bit better, that middle. No! That's a very good point. Hi, Viper Blades. Hey, Lars. Yeah, there isn't a lot of visual keys, right? Oh, Matty's in here as well. No! We have to beat Matty. Like, just for our points wise. At least this should be 2.3, 2.4k lobby, hopefully. I wonder if that guy called Sax Power is actually in memory of Max Power. But you couldn't get the name. What we got? Ooh, interesting. So anywhere above 4th is an increase. Anything above 3rd is what we actually want. Which is all possible. Everything's off. Excellent. Cheers for the look. At least for this race, if anything bad happens, I can blame the wheel. It's a new wheel. I don't know what I'm doing. Did anybody spot any people in here that in this lobby that would be potential idiots? I'm trying to think of a nice way to put it. Idiot seems to be the nicest way. Or tool. There goes Benito. Doing it properly as well, coming back on. Now I've heard the slipstream and this is ridiculous, and it looks like it is. Look at this. Oh, that was tight. If we can do that on the last lap to get the lead on victory, that'll be handy. What's up with the mic? The blowing in the mic? Just let me know if it's an issue. I'll turn down the mic a little bit. I need to breathe to live, so I apologise. Come on, go, go, go! Yes, first out again. Here we go. 3, 6, 9. Well, actually, I suppose we want slipstream, don't we? Should we fake a mistake behind somebody? Wow, this car does not want to lose its grip with a full tank of fuel, that's for sure. Well, we're pulling away, which is a good thing. To say we've hardly had any practice really with this wheel. Bloody rear with this car! Sod off trying to oversteer! I think we've kept our gap there, which is handy. Means we've got some speed at least. It's not too bad of a lap, I don't think. It's going to be one of those where everyone just goes quicker and quicker and quicker because of the bloody fuel. Woohoo, that's close. Pit this lap. I think he's got up to me a little bit there. Oh no. Looks like that was a good lap. Need some Tokyo Drift music. I think this is going to be it. One insane race. Absolutely one insane race. Yo Rick. So after qualifying, if the mic's too loud or it's too, you're hearing breathing or whatever, just let me know and I'll sort it out. If the game sounds too quiet or got any questions after qualifying, just hit me up. Like, why have I got a new wheel, or why this mic over another mic, etc, etc. The grip! Hope we have that next lap. No, I don't want that. Oop, mistake. He's going to get pole if he stays there. No. Damn. I need to just do a lap, which is out of this world. Oh, this isn't a quick lap, so he shouldn't be much quicker. Ooh, too wide. Too wide. Probably giving pole away there. Just as well. That's well annoying. Could be a curse actually, pole position. Right, let's go to screen. That's still not too bad. Say I've had, well, I practiced this combo for 40 minutes with a brand new wheel, which I can't actually tell which is straight anymore. It's got to be straight. Got a brand new wheel. Yeah, I'll take second. What's the old pit strategy in this then, guys? Anyone know? 16 laps? I'm assuming it's just pit at the halfway mark. My lap was with no slipstream, Matty. Mine was pure, just lap. Heroes was with slipstream. I basically gave him pole position. Yeah, second could be the place to be. Hopefully he just pays us back in the race and we can just try and pull away somehow. Cheers for the look, guys. I do like this mic. It didn't actually cost me a lot, this mic. It's not even with this headset, by the way. It's separate but attached. Got the trusty remote here as well, just in case it decides to wants to switch off. But you know, one thing I've got to watch out for on this new wheel. On the Fanatec I was using 2 pedals rather than 3, and my brake pedal was all the way to the left, so I had loads of room between them. I keep resting my foot on the clutch accidentally rather than just having it ready on the brake. So if you see me just fly off at 100 mile an hour, it's literally because I've hit the clutch rather than the brake. Hopefully I don't do that, but yeah, we'll see. That livery, I'm just like, stop. Oh, it's a standing. How do you standing start these guys? I didn't actually check this. Is it put to the floor or what? What is it? Yeah, no worries, Rick. I think that was the case anyway from the last corner. That's what I was going to go for. Oh, that's tempting, especially with this wheel. That's the nice thing about this wheel is I can jump to traction control 1 or 2 or 3 or brake balance. I can change it so fast. Treviso, by the way, is the only person who picked Renault as the manufacturer and didn't pick. Oh well, this is one of the only people I've seen anyway that didn't actually get the Megane trophy. Just got the Megane front-wheel drive car. Feel bad for him. Ah. So traction control 1, you think? Tempted, very tempted. Yeah, do you know what? That's a very good point. Why risk it? Might lose a tiny bit of speed initially, but we're guaranteed not to lose time from wheel spin. Because the throttle on these pedal sets is a bit weird. Come on. Alright, person who suggested traction control 1, you get £1 million. Let's keep Hero in the slipstream for now. Hopefully there's carnage behind us. Nope, damn it. No. Ooh, fuel saving, I think. Breaking away a little bit, which is handy. Hero is saving fuel like a madman. Oh, didn't want to do that. It's a blessing in disguise, that, really. A bit deep. Can I have a 7th gear? That corner's getting extremely hard. Ah, too tight. Whew. We should go down a fuel map here. But as it's a new wheel, I don't want to do anything drastic straight off. Whoa, my car has just suddenly gone very wobbly. No idea why it did that then. No, shit. Oh, Jesus. The rear's gone well funky and I can't tell in the wheel. I need to change my force feedback a little bit. I swear that did that by itself, but never mind. Just want to burn off fuel, obviously. I can't tell when the rear's going under when I'm turning, it's horrible. That's what you get for a new wheel. Oof. Interesting. Right, we need to go fast now. We need that third place. It's going to be so tight. That was so unlucky. was just crap. Come on. That was close. Did that wrong. Come on, you div. Right, we want third place. Even that is a bonus now. Oh, come on, as if the rear went round then. What a twat. That wasn't at Hero, that was at myself, by the way, in the car. Bloody car, we need this position back fast. come on, focus. Car's going like really weird again. Can't tell what it's doing. It's doing my head in. Oh, Martin, Dave, you shouldn't have changed gear. Yes! See you later, mate. Could get action packed here, last corner. Go on, hero, go for the move. Slow everyone down. Go on. Good lad. Shit. Oh, it's going to be so close. Go, 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 go. Yes, we'll take that. Oh. Oh, guys. I think we're back in the top 24 with that one. I think we're back in the top 24. Oh. With this wheel, because it's a new wheel, I've not done the force feedback properly. So initially on time trial mode, it feels fine. It feels perfect. But at the end of each of those stints, I couldn't feel a rear on the last corner. So I was just guessing where it was going. Oh. Oh, cheers, guys. And I'm brief. I knew that it'd be close at the end, and I think everybody might have the same issue with the rear on this car in those last stints, but. Ooh. Oh, they're stealing the second McLaren as well. Oh, my word. But it's not over yet. We've got one more race to do, which is manufacturers. Oh, man. Oh, I forgot to delete replays as well, so we don't get to save the replay of that. But we needed at least 2.3k points, and I think we got 2.4 there. Oh, yes. So that upgrades my 2k one to a 2.4, which should put me back in third place UK. I hope. Yeah, level 39. Don't think we can save this now. I need to delete some of those. Ooh, right, so that was a new wheel, and that was our first race with the new wheel. I'm happy with that. My word, that was good fun. Oh, here comes people about destroying races. Let's have a look down the list. Where do people come? He stole my surname, or part of it. I'm not McGrady. Coolio. Oh. Oh, Matty, at the end of my second stint, it was bloody awful. Right, so we're on 9,854, I believe, because Ruffles on my friends list. Yes, we're back 70 points ahead. Now, I think we are going to have to do Wednesday's Group 3 race, but it's at Dragon Trail. And obviously, I've done like 1,000 laps at Dragon Trail in Group 3 cars. So I like to hope I'm in good stead for that one. Look how close that is. Whew, yeah, we've got to do Wednesday's race. All this just to make the blimmin' top 24. Right, okay, let's have a look at manufacturers now. So we're second. Yay on these points. Obviously a good result today would put us in a prime position. So if we need 1.5k points today. And then I think we just make top 24 superstars in manufacturers. Not that I want to be there, because we're going to come last in that, because it's less off. But yeah, let's kick off there. I guess I'll look at practice times again. Ferrari 911. So in theory, if the 911 can get that, the RCZ should be able to get that. Get 13,000. Yeah, there's not a chance of getting 13,000 points, to be honest. What wheel have I got? I've got a TGT now. I wonder if I can show you with a different camera. See if I can do something here. This may go crazy, so I apologise in advance. Well, now you're just seeing a big. No, we don't want that. Whoops, there you go, back to normal again. Damn it, why can't I show you? Let's see if we can do it this way. Nope, I've just disappeared off the screen. No, sorry, can't show you. I've tried. Literally, the only way is grabbing the camera, but I don't want to do that. The Saturday Night Live. Yeah, well, to be honest, actually, the stream is going to get better. So I have said, like, a million times, like, this isn't just, obviously, new mic, new wheels separate, that was for me, but, yeah, new wheel, and stuff like that. This whole screen that you see is going to change, and it's going to have some information on which you don't see on any of the streams. I hope. Now, I've gone a bit further than I have last time because the finger's down here to make it work, and it's on, but I've not set it up to work on OBS yet. So there's more to come. Trust me. How does TGT compare to G29? TGT is a better wheel. In fact, one thing I like about TGT is it's very, very chunky. Like, ridiculously so. And I kind of like it. It's much chunkier than the Fanatec as well. Chunkier than the T300. It's very sort of... Its thickness is nice, basically. And I'm having no issues with my fingers. So, on the Fanatec, here and here, absolutely got ruined on my fingers. I have no idea why. It just got ruined. I don't seem to have the same issue on this. One of the reasons I got this wheel is for the dials, obviously. So at the moment, I'm not playing with them that much, but literally, you may have seen me just quickly turn to fuel once, and literally, I could press the yellow button twice. I think it is twice, and it goes back to radar again. Why is my race entry great? It's because it doesn't start for another 6 minutes. I don't see the point of entering a 2-minute lap practice for 2 laps, essentially, by the time it's loaded. So, and another thing as well, obviously I need a toilet break now, just because race and water, etc. And before the next race, there would be some music and some other footage playing. But alas, I can't do that yet because it's not set up. That's the other part of this. Yes, it is a smaller rim. So the Fanatec is, I think it's 2 inches more in terms of diameter. It's also got a larger, what do you call it? Rotation, I think. So it's 1080 over 900. I don't think this goes to 1080. But the Fanatec is very much more picky. And I don't think I would have done as well in that race with the Fanatec as I would with this, when I'm up to speed with this set as well. Maybe the same at the moment, but I don't know. After using this at home, I've used it in Germany, I feel that, I don't know, this is an advantage for some reason. I can't explain it. I've always said the Fanatec's not calibrated properly, and it definitely feels that case. Now I've used this at home with my own settings, obviously a bit stronger force feedback than what they use at GT Live events, etc. Yeah, piece of myself. Well, like Jenson Button did at Monaco, and Alonso was speaking to him. I've not heard as many bad stories about TGT. Initially, they had that awful reliability. I think they did what they did with the T300, released it, and then suddenly was like, oh crap, there's loads of problems with it. But more recent times, I've not heard as much braking. The dials break, I've heard that. But I've taken that many wheels apart now. I'd be quite confident in being able to fix some parts of this. Unless Thrustmaster fix it. So another reason why I've got this, actually no, I'll lie. So I've got this wheel. I've got my T300. That's gonna be my backup wheel now, and the warranty on that's run out. So if this fails, I can send this back. Put my T300 on. They both can use the same pedal set, so I only need one pedal set. So my T3PA is over there, which is slightly different to the TGT T3PA pedals. They're going to be sold, and then I just have one pedals, 2 wheels, kind of saves on space. What settings am I running? That's a good question. I don't actually know. I'm still on my Fanatec ones mainly, and it felt okay in practice, as I say, but when I got to the end of that stint, it felt awful. I don't know if I can see it in here at all. No, I just see all sorts in there. I like the way you can't actually adjust the dials to change them to what you want, but whatever, I guess. I've changed a couple of things in here, but again, I don't really use most buttons. The only thing I want is rear view, flash my lights, and that's it really. I'll gear up and gear down, obviously. I'll show you my settings in 3 minutes. So I'm just going to nip to the loo. I'll be back in literally 3 minutes time, so I'll see you in a second. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll put on... Shall I put on something funky while I go? Who's top of the boards? Matu. We'll put on Matu's lap. Have fun with this while I go to the loo. back. We'll take a look at one of his sectors actually. $17.9, we'll remember that. Bloody good lap. I think he could have gone faster on that bit. Though I don't know what the 458's like to drive on here. I imagine it's still sideways as always. $14.4. Well played, Matu. I love that. Sector 4, 8.4 seconds. It's like a drag strip. Yay! Oh, stupid game. What is it with blue screens? Report problem. I don't know what I need. Just accept what I'm doing. Honestly, Gran Turismo. The blue screen simulator. I do love the game though. Now there was a video meant to come out yesterday, but I didn't finish in time. Which I might try and get out tomorrow. And it's going to talk about blue screens. It's going to talk about a few other bits. So yeah. And if, by the way, if anyone saw the manufacturers race at Tokyo and the Azorian thing, it wasn't Azorian's fault. So Key 25 went and had a look. And so there was, what's his name? Marine Le Pen? I don't know, apparently the name of some politician somewhere. So, too wide, all the way down, I was here. Azorian apparently went right, and Marine went left. No idea why he went left, knowing that there's two cars here, but he went left. So where it looked really extreme is because he went right and he went left. So obviously, kinetic energy, bang, straight off that way. So, yes, apologies to Azorian. Maybe he is improving his racecraft. I like that one, Matthew. Good. I'll always apologise when I'm wrong, though. I do that in my videos. I would have made a video. That video was going to be tomorrow's for manufacturers, a highlights version of it. In fact, it still might be. I don't know. No, Monday's. Sorry, not tomorrow's. So guys, we need 1.5k points here, and I think we're getting the top 24 of manufacturers as well, which means we've got a very busy Saturday in a few weeks. Now, Nations isn't guaranteed yet, because if Ruffle has another good race on Wednesday, we need a good race on Wednesday, which we can do. We've got bot test, we can have a look. And then go from there, and hopefully we're in. So there are my wheel settings, for those interested, that I've picked. 3 and 2. I'm wondering whether this probably should go up now. See, the thing with the Fanatec is you picked a lot of your settings on the wheel, not necessarily in the game. It has its own saves in the wheel. So potentially that needs to go up. Do you reckon if that's the case, that makes more sense. Need to do an IP trace. Do I need to change these settings, do you think? No, I didn't want to do that. I might wipe that up one. See what it does. Well, now I've got a new wheel, I get to play now, Outlaw. See, this car feels more stable with this wheel. I'm not even joking, I don't know why it feels more stable with this wheel, but it does. So, cue the conspiracy theory that they've made the TGT guys faster. Feels good though, the RCZ with this wheel. Now it's got a vibration sort of thing that comes out the rear of it, which is a bit weird, but you soon get used to it and it can be helpful. Ugh, that was pretty bad, that was awful. Ugh, horrible. It's not got a linear pedal either, which is really annoying. Throttle pedal. Do that a lot faster than what I did. What was it, 17.9 for Matu there? We're 18, whatever it was then. Didn't make a single 16 in race conditions. Ouch. And I'm only just making it in practice. I can do that faster than that. Two thousandths faster! Woo! Still pretty bad that. Whoa, don't do that, Martin. We're about a second down on what we did previously at that point. It's 47.1 there, so we're 1.7 down on Massive. And not to do the last corner. There you go. I'm not too bad at Le Mans, it depends. I need a bit of practice at it every time I go to it. About learning the cuts more than anything. which is a kind of track I don't really like, where you've got to fill in the cuts. Then it just becomes who can cut the most and get away with it. But some of them aren't even cuts. It's like runs slightly wide at the second chicane, for example, and you're suddenly in chaos. That was better. Oh, come on. This bloody rear of this car's annoying. And I want PD to give it another percent of power. No, that's understeer, understeer, understeer. My teammate raced here earlier on as well, GTA Matty, in the Aston Martin. I think he came 7th or 8th. Be good if we can get 2 GTA to the final. Regional final, 1 for Aston, 1 for Peugeot. Right, let's see what chat's saying before we start another lap. Yeah, they need to crush the Megane trophy by like 1,000,000%, never mind just like 3. Or just put it in Group 3, to be honest. I mean, the looks of the car, it doesn't even make sense to be in Group 4. It looks completely different to the rest of the class. They need to think about front wheel drive as well, because that whole class is ruined at the moment. No, running wide. Try to get greedy. What's up with the car here? God, this wire is really annoying me. I need to figure out what to do with this wire for this mic. Sorry if you heard a lot of rattling. The thing with Group 4, right? The only way to balance it is to give the front wheel drives the crazy overpowered straight speed they used to have. The problem with that is, you'll never be able to overtake them. And the thing is, if they don't have that, then they're always going to come at the back. It's impossible to balance unless you redo the physics or the tyre model changes, or they can change something on tyre wear on a per car basis, so front wheel drive car uses half the amount of rear wheel drive car, for example. I mean, if they can do that, that would solve the problem. Because yes, it sounds like the front wheel drive cars get a buff, but then it just evens out the race. God, do you remember when the front wheel drive cars used to be so overpowered on the straights? The Peugeot wasn't even overpowered on the straights back then. Yo, lost the rear a bit there. Cost us some speed. Da, 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 da. Oh, that was too much. Carried too much speed at the end of that. Don't know why I've got Indiana Jones in my head either, by the way. Hear me just randomly. Especially as I've been watching American Pie today as I've been doing stuff, so I'm not sure how that correlates in the slightest. The proper American Pies as well, not the rubbish in the middle ones. 1, 2, 3, the wedding, the wedding and the reunion. We're going off. Alright, what's everyone saying in chat? Group 1 is another rubbish class at the moment. It's so weird of a class. You've got hybrids, you've got non-hybrids. You've got... I mean, how the hell are you meant to balance that as an overall? Like on a circuit basis? Across all the circuits? Because the hybrids are going to be amazing, where it's stop-start. Then you have the faster cars which are crazy fast at some circuits, so the Audi 2011 car, which was like a rocket on the straights, just overtaking everything. So that's the problem the front wheel drive cars would have if they got given so much power. Again, and then you got the front wheel drive Nissan, which is crazy. It depends. The front running cars for Group 1 are not too bad, but then you have all the other cars in Group 1 which are just there for, I don't know, just for looks. It just seems a bit crazy. I will try a Assetto Corsa Competizione, but I don't know, I'm more into the console side of it again, really. Like, when we go into the off season for GT, I'll be instantly going back to Project Cars 2 GT3 League, because that's amazing. And I will try it, but I won't be going full ham at it unless you can suddenly play it for a living or something, then maybe I would, but again, I'll only play it for fun. Oh look, another RCZ, it's Tuscany again. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. $104 viewers. Hello, 104 viewers. Triple digits again. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Sometimes I have a laptop here so I can communicate a little bit better, but during like official races, I don't do that just so it doesn't put me off. Got Key 25 in here again. Oh, Azorian isn't in here, is he? As much as the other thing wasn't his fault. I still don't want to race with the guy. Oh, neither's Marine Le Pen either. Phew. Anyone there that looks like a bit of a crazy body that anybody knows? I don't see anybody crazy. Just that one dude who's got one red bar. So we need anything higher than 7th, I would say, for a good result. Which I think we can do, to be honest. See, the thing with PC over console, PC is better if you want like the ability to have 30, 40, 50 cars. See, that's the one thing GT is missing in my opinion. Manufacturer's Cup should be like top 24. Should actually be top 50 or 52. It should be 2 drivers from each manufacturer going into that. And same for the regional finals. It should be 2 drivers. Well, at least every manufacturer going into that one race, and potentially having 2 cars at each manufacturer. I think would be better, because then it's a proper manufacturer's cup. You get all the manufacturers involved because they know they're going to have a car at the final. They're going to want to support it a lot more. Whereas this sort of layout at the moment, if you've got a front wheel drive car as your Group 4 car, you're going to struggle. Really struggle. So that limits down that. But in terms of PC racing, I mean, you know, Project Cars 2 is better on PC 100% than on the console. There's a lot more bugs on the console. I can tell you that. It feels different on the console. The PC is quicker than the console as well. So for the Renault Esports series, I did the time trial on both PS2 and PS4, not on PS2. So on PS4 and PC, and it was at least 3 tenths quicker on PC. It had a lot more grip as well. So that's another thing where you maybe want to go to PC, but in terms of just click and play, you just play PS4 console. I'm a shady fellow, am I? I know who Tidgney is. Come on, let's go! Let's do our cheats. We should get out first again. Let's go, 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 go. No! Oh yes, we are, just. Oh, that's close. Sometimes we get penalty for that. Oh, hang on, 2 minute laps. We're going to just have to pit at the end of this lap, aren't we? See, this is stupid. Tyre wear and fuel usage, I say it every time. So you have to pit on your first out lap in order to get the best flying lap. I mean, what kind of logic is that in this game? If you're at least going to have fuel and tyre wear, extend qualifying on long tracks like this. Is that an old DTM livery? I swear that's what the old Mercedes used to have on it. The CL, is it CLK? In fact, I'm pretty sure it is, because then they made the DTM road version, which goes for crazy money, like 200-300k. Do you remember when DTM used to be in GT? The Astra, the Opel, Calibra they had in. Obviously, Opel, Vauxhall, etc. Same thing, but the Mercedes. What else did they have in? The Audi TT. Oh, forgot about that. The Red Bull Audi TT. Nostalgia. I suspect DTM is going to come to GT. Now they've signed that crossover agreement. DTM and Super GT makes a perfect Group 2 class then. Oh, I'll tell you what, tyre temps are a bit awkward in this game. Oh god, we're coming out. Should be fine there, that's good timing. Tyre temps in Project Cars 2 are awful. That's one thing I hate about that game. So in Project Cars 2, it tries to simulate the air, so turbo cars in higher altitudes are so overpowered versus naturally aspirated ones. It's obviously simulating tyre pressures, track temp, you name it, it's trying to simulate it. So it just gets rid of all the fun in that game. And I'm not the only one to say it, it does reduce a lot of the fun. And at the end of the day, we play games for fun, which is why GT is actually quite good, because it's just literally jump on and play. You have a matchmaking system, you don't have to learn how to tune a car like iRacing. Don't get me wrong, iRacing is very good for what it is, it's been going for a long time. But in terms of a simple pick-up, play, race competitively as well, so you get your own skill rated players to race against. Nothing competes with GT at the moment. The tyre wear, it's awful. Someone spinned it! Who spinned it? Oh, it's Hero Pram. That's a shame. Toyota Supra. Alright, let's see what we do. I think we can beat a 217. We've got 2 laps to do it. You are in the complete wrong place here, Keith. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Good sportsmanlike stuff there. It's in a very hard place there, to be honest, to do anything. But he's got away with it. That was slow. That was really slow. Again, that wasn't too good. Oh, you bugger. I think these two are going to slow me down too much. Oh, we're not going to get a 16.2. Shit, did not want to do that. Nice of him to get out of the way though. Yeah. that was unfortunate. Never mind. I don't think we'll improve. Yeah, we gained a 10th. But, never mind. Did you still get 2.5k points after it had sorted itself out, Hellsfire? Wow, that's amazing. Well, I suppose it's the average between you two, the remaining drivers. I suppose that's the nice thing about it. If a weak guy goes, potentially, so whoever's position number 19 on their car now, if they go, potentially, the average goes up and therefore the points might go up. Get hero after that mistake as well. How many laps is this? 9. The tyres were getting buggered very quickly in this. $138 viewers. I think that's the highest we've ever had. Welcome everybody to the channel. If you want to subscribe, just go ahead. You don't have to. I know a lot of people go for it, but it's entirely up to you what you want to do in life. The only thing I will say, if you dislike anything, let me know what you dislike, rather than... One thing that annoys any YouTuber or any person, right, is if you leave a dislike on a video and then just don't say why. What's the point? Surely you want that person to improve their videos, so if you dislike something, tell them. I love constructive criticism, it's great, it means I can improve the video even more. 2-stopper might work, yeah, because it's a small pit lane here as well. It's a good point that, you know, 2-stop could work. Means I've got to overtake people though. Which the RCZ isn't very renowned for. We'll see what's happening, I guess, in the race. Ooh, flashy lights. Everyone's wondering what GTA stands for. It's Grand Touring All Stars. It's not GTA Academy. Although every driver in GTA is from GTA Academy. So just be thankful they're not competing in this UK or this Nations Cup, because the UK had been nuts. It's already nuts. What, an extra 6 drivers in there? Because they're all the same speed as me. Boom, Peugeot! So we want 7th or higher in this, that'll do us. Obviously the higher the better, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, I am tempted by... the 2-stopper, I will be honest. We'll get to lap number 9 laps, 3, and then we will see what's going on. But the tyres seemed wrecked on that last flying lap. Are we going to gain anything by staying out an extra 2 laps? How much time are we going to lose? 2 seconds, 3 seconds? But we could gain more than that even, because we don't have to refuel as quick. 6 seconds, really? That's interesting. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I've noticed cars are a bit more stable on this internet, by the way, because PlayStation's on a different internet now, which suggests that this setup we've got currently is working well. Right, let's see what we can do. Potentially there's some fuel saving in here as well, and then maybe 2-stop at the same time to really try and help us. We'll see though. Risky, risky, risky! Got a boost for that. Thanks very much, mate. Peugeot lose so much short shifting, it's crazy. Oh, we need to get back in this second window on sharpish. Oops, I was not paying attention to where that guy was then. Ooh, at the very last second to come back in like that. Don't do that, you div. This car just wants to spin at the moment. Stop. 6 seconds. I think there's a gap with 6 seconds as well. A 2-stop or do a 3-stop? I don't actually know. I might try and do something different here. Because that rear is going to get very bad very quickly. It's already getting bad. People are going to start struggling. Two-stop it is. Let's go in. Oh shit in hell. Ah, bugger, this dude's doing the same. Don't refuel yet. Hopefully we can jump him in the pits. Ah, you bugger. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, let's go. I'm not doing very well at the moment, I'm not driving properly. These guys are going to hurt each other bad. Don't fight it, don't fight it. Ooh, nice livery. You gonna let me go? Stop fighting! Let me go, you div! No! Ah, 1.6 seconds to make up, we can do that. That kind of defending there was a bit silly. Because at the end of the day we're in a different race at that point. He's costing himself so much more time by doing that. Especially when he's racing gravity behind. car doesn't use its tyres half as much on low fuel as well, which is brilliant. Ah, you bugger. Bloody wrong button. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. Come on, come on, come on, go, 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 go. Jesus. New wheel problems. Pressing the wrong button. Right, we've got a challenge now. We've got to keep this guy behind us. He's in a bloody Corvette, I think. You ain't coming past. We've lost someone because we've gained a position somehow. That overfill cost us about 8 temps. How annoying. Sod off, Mr. Corvette. That was really bad. Catching, just not catching quick enough. That's a good strat, that 2-stop. Thanks, Hillsfire. Oh, Wellen, what are you doing, lad? Oh, did my own mistake instead. Never mind, 6th place. We wanted at least 7th, so that's not too bad. Yeah, penalties go away well quick here. I think that the fact we came out behind those 2 cars and they held us up by a second and a half, I think they cost us that, to be honest, in terms of getting 5th place. But it's what happens with 2-stop, isn't it, really? Still the highest RCZ. Plus that Renault is literally the RCZ but with better handling. It's literally the same speeds. It's got a bit better in terms of gearing because you can go to 7th and save a little bit more fuel, but it's neither here nor there. But in terms of pace, the Renault is slightly better. But fair play to Ellen, didn't make a mistake until that last little bit. Overtook them cleanly. Sky Pittman did well because he came in 1 lap earlier, which is a good shout, to be honest. So 1.7, that replaces our 150, so that goes to 1500. Do the maths, that puts us on 5,100. Which will be tight for top 24, unless I can get another good result somewhere. Oh, I've got to save it. Get rid of them. I suppose the other annoying thing is I overfilled. I was pressing circle rather than bloody X. Cheers for the well done, guys. Hope you enjoyed that race. At least it was something different doing the old 2-stop. GTA Tidgney, hello chat. Oh, hi, Sky Pittman. I don't know why people. Not necessarily McLaren, because the limit last time was 4,100. So 5,100 Or be very borderline. Because remember, it's literally 2 of each manufacturer. Yes, you should come back to GT Cage. Ah, Taki DC'd. I knew we lost somebody, I didn't know who. So we lost Taki. It's unfortunate. We'll have a look where we sort of are in terms of standings now. Right, let's go have a look. So let's have a look at the old points rankings at the moment in terms of manufacturers. No, regional, not manufacturers. So it was Rosso, wasn't it, last time? So that's where I'm going to now. Yeah, it's not enough. Oh, I need another good result. But we have got 2 there, so we've got an 802. Literally, if we add another 1 point whatever K onto that, we've got a chance. It's not the end of the world, but it's close. 7,800. Ah, you need less than that. You gotta remember, like, most of these are going to be Nissan drivers and all that lot. I reckon you're looking where Rosso is, which is why I always go to Rosso, because he's got 2 decent scores and then 2 semi-decent scores. And he was sort of the judge last time. I know it is, I know. But look at what happened at Tokyo. We'd have had a much better result at Tokyo if it wasn't for that incident. That potentially would have put us higher. So can we do it? I don't know. To be fair, if you look at the last race, we're going to come last there, irrespective anyway. So do we really want to do it, or should we just focus on nations? I'm personally going to focus more on nations because it's going to be tight. This, I mean, Ruffle is 70 points behind me, and obviously they're all top 24 guys. See, I'm the first non-top 24 guy, basically, at the moment. Obviously, we've gone up a little bit in points, but we still stay in this sort of position, 13th. Need a good result at Dragon Trail. It's not even that the Peugeot Group 4 is rubbish, it's that all front-wheel drive cars are rubbish. The Scirocco's bad. Obviously, the best one's going to be the Renault, not the trophy, just the Renault Megane. That is going to be the best front-wheel drive car, because it always has been. It's impossible to balance with tyre wear. Is the problem in Group 4? It's impossible to balance. It's crazy that we don't get in the top. Like, technically speaking, if we get overtaken at this point and we finish 14th in Nations Cup, we don't qualify for top 24. Bit daft. Yes, yeah. Cheers, Matty, for that car choice of yours in first top 24s. It's given me a bit of hope. Otherwise, I would have literally probably stopped. I wouldn't have done the race earlier on, but at least that was fun. Yeah, so the way I'm looking at the official season, next season, is I'll still stream them because 2 different internets. So Stream gets 1 internet, PlayStation gets another internet. So it doesn't interfere with those. We'll try for top 24, which means we've got to do the first 6 races, I think it is. And we're going to get good points in them. I've not gone like full crazy practice mode in this yet. As you saw earlier, I just turn up, I do an hour's practice, and then I go from there, really. I do a lot more practice for official competitions, so hopefully that helps me get into the top 24. The minute you get to the top 24 for UK, for France, I suppose anybody who makes the top 24 is through, but in terms of countries where the top 24 decides who gets through to the regionals, UK, Spain, France, Maybe Germany. Germany's a tough one. I think they're the only countries at the moment. Germany's tight at the moment. Be very close with Germany. France definitely. UK definitely. And Spain more than likely. Although there's only 2 Spanish drivers up there at the moment. I don't know who's next on the list. Aitor Laura. You got Perpy in there and stuff. Penalties have got worse at the start. Yeah, I probably don't want to do it then. Anyone got any questions, by the way? About the new wheel, maybe? What's happening with the channel? Or just anything you want. I'd say if you want to subscribe, obviously you get notified about these live streams then. I think you might have to hit the bell then as well. I don't kind of know. I just do these to communicate with you guys. You can watch live racing. The highlights videos will still be happening. We just haven't had any really good. Sorry, somebody's messaged me on Steam. We've not had any really good races for highlight videos except today, so that will be a highlight video, and obviously the manufacturer one. What else? Some people have asked some guides for stuff. Obviously, the track guides are still in the back of my mind, but yeah. Why am I using Peugeot? I absolutely love the RTZ. I think it looks awesome. So I picked. I've been using. So when I first picked the RTZ, it was a car that nobody used, and then I literally did Suzuka, got a 57, and then did the race at Suzuka for just a Group 3 manufacturers race, I think it was, or a Nations. Did well, and then people started using it, then it got nerfed to hell, but I like the car. I think it looks awesome, so that's why I picked Peugeot. If it was my choice, I would just do Group 3 races. I wouldn't touch Group 4 because I think it's a shocking class, but yeah. I mean, just look at this. Bro, look at that car. Looks epic. Yeah, no worries, Hellsfire. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. It's much appreciated. It's nice to see that we hit triple figures again, so obviously you're enjoying it. It will get better as well, as I say, with overlays and stuff, and a few little extra features that you haven't seen on any other, especially GT live stream. Definitely not on any of them. I haven't seen it on any other live streams that I've watched before, but obviously there's millions of them, so I'm not exactly going to go through each one. Who's my favourite GT streamer? Who is my favourite streamer? Well, I suppose I don't watch that many. So I watch Nick McMillan because he's normally streaming. Obviously, this finishes now and then it goes to the American region. He's normally streaming his Nations of Manufacturer, so I do watch Nick. I watched Storm, I need to call him Storm. Snow. I watched some of Snow's live streams as well. I don't really have a favourite. I've watched some Zoki stuff as well. I sneakily watch some of the Asian region before we go to ours to have an idea of what's going to happen. So see lap times, see fuel, see what's happening, which car choice, etc. I do get sneaky with that a little bit. But I'm no real favourite, to be honest. I have seen a couple of Z28s, but the problem is, because I want to bring content to you guys, like with YouTube videos and stuff, some of the YouTube videos, like a car profile, takes me an hour and a half, well, nearly 2 hours actually. An hour and a half of testing, but then 2 hours to just get all the initial footage together. Takes me then an hour to 2 hours to edit. I then have to upload it and sort out when it's being published and descriptions and thumbnails and stuff. So that's like 5 hours essentially. It used to be about 12 hours. The car profiles. I got them down to 5 in the end by changing the way things work. You may have seen the quality change slightly from different ones because I was seeing about compression rates and stuff like that. So rather than watch another streamer, I sort of put my time into that to give you videos, and then this stream's just a bonus. I always wanted to stream. I've done it in the past before because I think it's good to communicate with you guys. But yeah, so I don't really watch streams, but that's if I'll watch any stream, to be honest, as long as they're enjoyable to watch. Same with YouTube content. I'll watch any YouTube content as long as it's enjoyable to watch. So my YouTube content with the highlights and stuff and different focuses on like getting this, like the TV camera in the top right corner. Not many people were doing that, and I really focused on trying to get that right, getting rid of the stupid border and stuff like that, and then more people got that in. So I like to hope that I'm helping the content as well improve. Yeah, no worries. Just ask any questions, Ronaldo. It's great. So if nobody's got any other questions, I'll just give you a couple of minutes to answer them. I say new wheel. I do like it. It's pretty good. I'll mess about with the dials and stuff, get used to those. Obviously, this is the first day of using it. First, 3 hours of using it? 4 hours? Had a good use. So the fact that I'm getting these results straight away, obviously I'm getting used to it. When I really get used to it, because at the moment the one issue with the pedals is the throttle. It's like half the distance of the Fanatec. So I'm going to have to really get used to that. Did you do? I did do Nations today, and we came second. It was a good race as well. That was very sketchy because obviously I'm getting used to the wheel. Towards the end of each stint, I was losing the feel of the rear of the car, so I was losing the pack a little bit. But a couple of mistakes here and there from other guys. We got second. Do I feel more confident with it? It's a good question. Yes, I suppose the answer is. I said earlier on in the stream, it feels like cars are more stable with this wheel. And then I said about conspiracy theories saying they purposely made this wheel better than others just for the sake of it. But it does feel like it. So with the Fanatec, one problem I had with the Peugeot, for example, is it was very, very loose. With a TGT, it doesn't feel as loose. Now, obviously, it looked more loose than it probably was because of the throttle. Every time I was exiting a corner, for some reason, the throttle does this. You go to half, it gets to half, and then anything after that seems to go to full, it feels like. So I'm not 100% sure. But that's the only reason it was slidey. But it does feel more stable with this wheel. And the nice thing is the dials. So if I want to change fuel, so the Suzuka S is, rather than trying to find the menu, change it, and then having to find the radar again, I literally can flick a dial, press the yellow button twice, and I'm back on radar in an instant. Interesting that Z28 said the same thing. It does make sense. Interesting about the rumble. So when I first started doing laps, it was in the Peugeot, and it felt weird at first because you can feel it coming all the way down the rim. You can feel it through the wheel, and you think, okay, I get it. I can feel the understeer. I think as I get more used to it, it'll become more beneficial. It does help a little bit. So the more understeer you get, the bigger the rumble gets. So it does get interesting at that point. So I suppose it does help. The thing is, Matty, oh my head. The Fanatec, the pedal is linear, where it's not in this, which is really bizarre. It felt more linear anyway in the Fanatec, and I'm assuming that's because it's got more travel. That's why it felt more linear. So the last little bit then isn't linear, but obviously it's got more travel. It gives me more accuracy. Yeah, I'm selling on my wheels, Adam. So, well, I'm keeping my T300. That's going to be the backup wheel because it can use the same pedals as this. But the G29 is going to get sold first, which is over there. Both wheels are over there actually. G29 is getting sold first, then the Fanatec CS Elite, and then the load cell for the Fanatec CS Elite. Do I play other games? I play Project Cars 2. I don't play it that much at the moment because you would see on the channel Project Cars 2 GT3 official league. I was doing that with GT. Problem is, it's on Wednesdays, and GT moved their days to Wednesdays, frustratingly. So that's been binned off until the season's over. But I do play Project Cars 2. I have played Assetto. I have played iRacing. I've played whatever other stuff. Euro Truck Simulator, if you want to do that. I play other games as well. So I want to start one video a week of the other videos I play, other games I play on a different channel. Because I really like to put my attention into design games. So Jurassic World Evolutions, Rollercoaster Tycoon, all that stuff. I kind of enjoy that. McLaren, I think they are slightly better. They're not hugely better. Like the brake is substantially better. Actually, the brake is very. I don't know whether that's because it's new and the spring is very strong. Because obviously with the public days, the pedals get worn in very quickly, and I imagine people slamming into the springs, etc. The brake feels very good. It feels better than I expected. I have a T300 yet. So mine, I've had two actually. So my first one went back to them 3 times, and then got replaced with another one, which went back to them 3 times, and I've got it back now. And they did a just before the warranty ran out. I sent it back because the fan was making a loud noise, and it felt like there was a rumble in the wheel. So during the car profiles, I mentioned that there was a rumble. Now they sent it back and said there was no issue with the wheel. I assume they didn't test it long enough, but that rumble only came in after about 2 hours, so I can live with that as a backup wheel. They did replace the fan and gave me sort of like a certification to say the wheel is working fine. How much am I selling the Fanatec for? I have no idea, to be honest. It'd be cheaper than what they sell for online, obviously, because it's a used item. I have no idea. I'll put it on eBay, probably a minimum of 400, and then people bid on it, goes to whatever it is. I need to find out what postage is though on that item. I should get into karting. I don't really like karting. Like every time I do it, I just get not bored, frustrated with it. So when I raced the Renault Clio Cup car, the Formula 3000, JPLM, the BMW M4 GTP, Atom, I loved racing the cars. When we got to the go-kart, I just got frustrated and bored very quickly with it. I can't explain it. I prefer just racing cars and getting a real feel for a car, pushing it to the limits where I can. Yeah. Euro Truck Simulator is pretty good. I still watch videos of it, even though I don't play it. Maybe aren't the T150 Pro pedals the T3PA pedals though? Because the one thing I will say is that these pedals, which are meant to be T3PA, are slightly different to my other T3PA pedals, and you can tell because the plates are different. They're completely, especially the brake. The brake is massive compared to the brake on my other ones. The one thing I hate about karting as well, like the proper karting where you literally have your own kart, you take it to a track, you compete in a championship, is the money people put into it. I think it's ridiculous. I think someone said it's what, $250,000 a year now, $500,000 a year. I mean, who the hell has that kind of money to spend on karts? Hey Humsy, oh Human Z, sorry, nearly called you Humsy then. That's my feeling on karting. Obviously, there's videos on my channel of the Formula 3000. If I ever get to go to Farmer Sport again, which I nearly got to this time, I was in a competition, that Renault Esports competition. You'll see what happened in the race. So I didn't make it Silverstone. I want to take a GoPro, so I'll buy a GoPro and see if I can attach it in the car for each one of them. Funnily enough, when we did that, my teammate Matty and Growling went to it as well. We were in the final, and so we were the top 4 drivers. I would have come third, but I messed up on... Which one did I mess up? I messed up on one of the events, so I came 4th. Top 3 got a PC, and I came 4th. Frustrating. We were sort of like the group ahead of everybody else. But the nice thing was, on the final, we got told no tuition, so you literally had to go out and drive. So it was amazing, because that's full trust in us as drivers. But it's good fun. Bloody good fun. iRacing is blooming expensive. I think it's quite cheap initially if you just have the basic package, but then when you want to start racing some of the other stuff, you need to then buy the car, then the tracks for that car, and then it goes up. I'm not sure whether I've read somewhere it's like $1,000 now to buy everything, which to me is just like, what? GT is like, I bought the collector's edition, so whatever that was, 55, 60 quid or whatever. I'm no way putting $1,000 into a video game. No thanks. Potentially, I don't use the braking mods in these pedals. So the reason I don't use a braking mod, so Vernux, who you may see on the channel occasionally, especially for the Project Cars 2 stuff, he joins the stream as well. He's put it in, and when you hit it, it's just a solid brake. So I've had the G29, which had a similar thing in that, and it doesn't simulate very well a brake. Now the problem you have is the load cell for the Fanatec CSL8. That's a proper brake resistance. So the more pressure you put on, the more braking's applied, not distance travelled. the thing with these pedals and the G29, they're all potentiometers. So irrespective of how hard the brake is, it's all about distance travelled on the pedal to get the braking you want. So if you've got more resistance there, you're working your leg harder, especially in endurance races, for no real gain other than to have a bit more resistance there. And to me, these pedals have enough resistance. I mean, don't get me wrong, my pedal in my car is probably less resistant actually in the braking pedal, but in the others it's more. But that's the reason why I don't use it. Look how good that RCZ looks. Any other questions? Otherwise, we will leave it there. Yeah, now that did cross my mind to keep my G29 for the pedals. Now, I did want to do a test actually with an adapter, but because the potentiometers in the G29 are better, I believe, compared to the T3PA pedals. But these ones are actually quite nice. I actually quite like these. I don't know why. I don't know why it's different, for whatever reason. I mean, they're still labeled T3PA pedals, but yeah, these are quite nice. I'll just try them, and then if I buy some G pedals, I will. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I believe it's really, really stiff, that brake mod, and I don't get the point of it unless you are used to like I can say I've driven race cars now. I mean, I did at GT Academy, only a couple, but at Palmer Sport you drive race cars. The brake pedal is not a solid object in those cars. You have gravity to help you brake. You hit the brake, you start, your whole weight starts moving forward. You can press harder, come off it, etc. That brake mod where you just hit a wall in the G29 is not realistic in the slightest. It's just not. When you get first initial braking and hit a wall, yeah, it's not. Interesting. I'll have a look for that. Yeah, no worries. Like I say, SPH, if you literally have any questions at all about anything, I'll happily answer them. I don't hide away from stuff, so you can fire away. But yeah, that's one thing people forget. So when they load a load cell with like 100 kilos, because a load cell is good, don't get me wrong. It's not just slamming the brakes for 100 kilos in a race car. You've got gravity to put your weight into it as well as your muscle. So when you suddenly put 100 kilos into a sim rig, you're going to be working like hard. And do you really want to be doing that for 3 hours, 4 hours? No thanks. Come out with one leg like this, and you're just a normal leg. Looks like you've been doing a leg day on one leg. Yeah, I'll do BSC. I'll stream it as well. Yeah, no worries. No worries, Phil. Absolutely no problem with the stream. And cheers to that, Chris. I will have a look for that adapter. I hope you enjoyed the stream, everybody. So I think that's all the questions for today. Next stream will probably be Wednesday, but I do want to do an additional stream day. So obviously we've got the British Superstar Championship, which has been sort of off for a couple of weeks. But I also want to level my other account. So obviously I've got GTA Tidgney. I want to level Tidgney. I want to sort of bring you live stream of lobbies and leveling from. I don't even know what the lowest license is. Is it E? Whatever the lowest license is, all the way to try and get A plus and 75k just in daily races. Be very, very difficult. I can't do it in Nations of Manufacturers because it's an agreement that you only use one account, and I don't want to take it away from other people in terms of points, etc. So we've got to just do daily races. I think that'd be interesting. You have a good weekend too, Phil. And you, Contra. Much appreciated for everyone tuning in. Yeah, it's no worries, McLaren. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Right, guys, well, and girls, if there's any watching, I hope you enjoyed that stream. It's been another good one. We had some interesting races. Had a really close one with the crossbow, and then another two-stop interesting one in the manufacturers. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you at the next one, where it will be improved even more. Doo -doo 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 -doo.